Here we go again. Oh man. Yeah, man, it's part 2, man. I decided we'll just title it Basic Black and White. You know, just having a conversation on basic black and white. And basically, it's like this here. Again, it's a conversation I feel most of us need to have. Is this something I think we can fix in a day, a week, or a month? Definitely not. It won't happen. We talking years and years of conditioning, construct. You know what? Wait. We talking centuries, not decades, not just years. We talking centuries of deception, misleading, stealing, lying, cheating. Lying, thief, cheating. And again, like I say, this is basic convo. It's not to get all political. I mean, at times, you know, I do understand having debates to set the tone and to find common ground, you know, but this is not what this video is for. It's just basic convo, meaning if you were to ask basic questions, meaning, again, and I said this in the last video, and I even noticed Jane Elliott, you know, she even did it in her experiment. If you were to get a group of whites, whether it's Irish, German, so-called Jewish, there was no J in the Hebrew alphabet. There was no J in the Cambodian alphabet. I mean, the J came about in the 1500s. Let's just be clear. So when you hear Jewish, Jehovah, Jesus, that just came about like, what, 500 years ago. If Jesus died 2,000 years ago, then he had a name prior to being Jesus. So that's a red flag already, all right? Now, we're just talking basic convo, and that's a basic fact. Now, again, if you were to ask the average white person, you know, group of them, or even the ones who say, oh, I don't see color, this, that, and the third, would you like to be treated like the blacks back then and even now? Would you like to be treated like the blacks? Most will tell you no. And there's a reason for them saying no, because that's a clear sign to know that something is wrong. Now, people constantly tell us day in, day out, oh, you know what, people are treated equal. Are you supposed to treat people equal? How is that equal if you don't want to be treated like this group of people? And like I said in my last video, I don't want to use the whole color black and white. I know you guys refer to it and address it as black and white, and therefore, you know, not to say that I know everything, but there's a lot of ignorant people out there. Those are just colors, black and white. At the end of the day, if you were to look at it in terms of nationality, all right, I tell you what, we'll just get a little scientific, all right? I'm just going to say carbonated. Carbonated again for the color, because that's what give us our color. That's what give me my color. And I'm more carbonated than the Caucasian race, meaning the Germans, Irish, so-called Jewish, so on and so forth. Now, again, that's just basic. Would you like to be treated like this group of people? 9 times out of 10, they will say no. Most people that you talk to, or the most whites or Caucasians that you talk to and say, hey, look, your people treated my people wrong, and again, poison them mentally, abuse them physically, to the point that most of them are disease stricken. They out of touch. They out of touch with who they are, their names. They're just out of touch, and to the point that they don't even know. And for the most part, most of them have been programmed. You know, a lot of blacks don't even know that they're disease stricken. They don't even know that they're pretty much, it's safe to say, a house Negro. You know, a lot of us, you know, in the carbonated community, I can't even say community, you know, just as I heard Brother Polite once say, I mean, how can we be a community if we don't own our stores, if we don't own our homes, if we don't own our businesses, churches, banks, so on and so forth? How can we be a community? You know, we just living wherever these people push us, you know, with gentrification. If they push us over here to the left, we go to the left. If they push us to the right, we go to the right. If they say, okay, this year we're going to label you guys African American. Okay, now we African American. Decade passed. Okay, we're going to label you guys Negro. Now you're Negro. Now you're not Negro, now you're colored. And we just go with every title they put on. And most of us don't stand up for ourselves. Most of us don't even realize what's going on. The average Joe Blow just, hey, I'm just trying to get $1. I'm just trying to get to this money. And they don't see the real effect on what's going on and how they are programmed and have been programmed. So again, with some more basic questions. You know, you hear all of the stereotype, you know, the black man lazy, the black women, they can't get it together, they this, that, and the third. Well, when you look at just America alone, 95% of the serial killers are white. So how are we so bad and so evil? Like 95% of the serial killers are white. All right, check for yourself. Go behind me, all right? And like I say, let's create a dialogue. I mean, comment, like, and like I say, I mean, you know, if you're sensitive or you notice something you can't handle, stay away from it. It's not for you. But again, I feel as though we have to address it, and this is me addressing it on a basic level. I mean, I'm talking about it on a basic level, very basic level. You once had a community called that was called Black Wall Street. All right. Now, Black Wall Street was a real community. They owned their grocery stores. You know, the carbonated were able to give their people jobs. And they was functioning, you know, as civil people, you know, a civil being, you know, and not to drop all of the answers, but like I said, it's just basic talk. What happened to Black Wall Street? What happened? All right. So again, let's go with some more basic, questions and things to talk about. Meaning, this is just it's beyond pathetic and pitiful. I mean, when you know as much as I know, or when you have at least a basic concept of what's going on, then it's safe to say that it's a game. You know, okay, if I lie, if I steal and I cheat, you just got to catch me. You know, and it's like, that's what it boils down to. And it's like, but we catch you guys all the time. Like I say, I mean, it's ridiculous, you know. All right, let's take, you know, off the top of my head. I mean, a recent story where the kid shot up the other children down in Florida. All right, they allege this guy, you know, he lost his parents. He witnessed his parents die. He was in the foster homes. I think something happened to his foster parents or something along those lines. But anywho, he gets pissed off. He goes into school, shoot up other people's children. Don't make any sense. Now, I mean, whatsoever. Meaning, I mean, you have some people like mentally stronger than others, but this is the point I'm trying to make. Hundreds of years of our people being raped. These people making us have sex with our sisters, our mothers. I mean, these people selling our babies, feeding our babies to alligators. I mean, giving us disease, experiment on us. I mean, they still experiment on us. Selling body parts, this, that, and the third. You've yet to hear a little black child just go and just shoot up the damn school. The media constantly pumps out, oh, such and such been robbed. Oh, these blacks over here shooting each other. I mean, and they making us out to be the bad guy, but don't nobody see anything wrong. I mean, like, come on. I mean, this community over here, you know, they get all of the incentives. I mean, like, all right, I'm gonna stop right there, because like what I need to do and what I don't want to happen is for any of us, you know, that, you know, decide to engage in this convo to not, you know, bring our emotions into it. Like I say, I mean, I think it's very clear that a lot of whites play this game and that they are indoctrinated to be taught only what the elite want them to know. So therefore, you know, enough light not being shed on what's really going on. Now, again, like I said in the last video, we have sung songs, you know, we done told these people, hey, look, we're being mistreated, you know, it's not an equal world, it's not an equal society. And I'm just gonna reverse what I know is the obvious, okay? I mean, I know about all of the lying, stealing, the cheating, the whole, okay, you know, we want to be the supreme race. We're going to trick you guys out of your spot. And I get that. But to the basic carbonated person that's watching this video, what I would want y'all to know, okay, let's reverse this. Let's just say, okay, as a carbonated being, as myself, all right, black. I'm just going to say black. That's what you guys tend to acknowledge. Okay, if let's turn the tables. All black people, let's pretend you're white. Okay, now since you're white, you're basically, we're using our imagination at this point. Let's put yourself in their shoes. If you are the minority in this whole entire world, all right, meaning this whole entire earth, whites make up the minority. All right. Not just that, this is the least carbonated being. They have the least amount of carbon in them. Therefore, most green eye, blue eye, and even scientists tell us this is the recessive gene. All right? Not dominant, but recessive gene. Therefore, you know, they're more likely to, come with, abnormalities, so on and so forth. All right? With that being said, you're the recessive gene and you're the minority in this world. For whatever reason, you've deceived the people to come across the power you come across. I've never known in my lifetime for the powerless to surrender to the powerless. All right. So let's just be clear on that. And again, let it marinate. Give it some thought. Now, again, we're putting ourselves in their shoes. You're the recessive gene and you're the minority in this world. And now you come across power where you can control it, whether it's, lying, stealing, cheating, deceiving. You come across this power. What are you going to do? Let's just be honest, all right? What are you going to do? You're going to do your best to maintain, stand on top, even if that's to perpetuate a lie, even if that's to remain ignorant to what's going on. That's what you're going to do. And that's what we're witnessing. That's what we're witnessing. Now, I'm not here to say that that's right. And I don't think that is right. But that's what we're up against. And like I say, I have white clients. And I'm not going to make like all whites are bad. I mean, a lot of whites, even throughout slavery, helped a lot of the blacks, carbonated beings out, their situation. And in return, it was called nigger lovers. And most of them was treated like the carbonated being, like a slave. They was mistreated. I mean, they couldn't even go to school on their side of town. They couldn't even, eat without, death threats and flags being burnt in their yard. I mean, crosses being burnt in their yard without people trying to harm their loved ones because they chose our side. So that says a lot about truth. I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people want you to remain asleep and, hey, look, everything's going to be fine. Just do as you're told and everything's going to be all right. Everything is not going to be all right if someone's sitting here stealing your identity. They want you to remain lost. In other words, to have a capitalistic society, we need a lower class, and we're going to make these guys a lower class. And like I say, let's get back to some of these basic questions. Let's just look at this, all right? This is real basic, and that's why this is basic convo, and I titled Black and White Basic Convo. It's not to, use a lot of big words. It's not to get in a debate in the sense that it's too complicated for the ignorant, because those are the ones I'm seeking to reach. And again, it's just a spark of light. It's the spark of interest. If you have a group of slaves and you wake up one day and you say, here's my slaves. They've been doing work for pennies on the dollars. In fact, they've been doing work for free, building this whole nation. You know what? We're going to free the slaves. You know what? It's unjust. Other countries don't trust us due to what we're doing to these people. So we want to look like some upright people. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to deceive them even more, you know, to make it seem like we're not even doing anything. Not to say that this is what they said, but I mean, just from paying attention to history and researching, this is what happened. Okay, we're going to free the slaves. Just like the 13th Amendment stated, we're going to free the slaves. You got a group of slaves who've been depending on you guys for food, for a roof over their head, just their overall livelihood. Now we decide we're going to release them. Where are they going to work? How are they, like, where are they going to work? Like, where's the compensation? Okay, here's your 40 acres and a mule. Here's your 40 acres and a mule. Now, give it. They have trades. I mean, they've been working for you guys, you know, for free for, you know, for hundreds of years. So they have trades. They have the ability and the work ethic. Okay. Okay. They're morally straight. All right. Due to all of the chastising. And that's, I'm being lenient. All right. Due to all of the chastising. But where do you start? Okay. This is where prison comes in. All right. You cross these invisible lines. Back to square one. You're a slave again. And this is what happens. So it's like, wait a minute. Now, if you're freeing us, why is the construct set up to where if we cross these invisible lines, we go to prison? Because that's the way the system was designed. The system do not favor us whatsoever. They do not. The system do not favor us whatsoever, but they teach that we're equal. I mean, for crying out loud, you still have people pledging allegiance to a war flag. Those stars and stripes, that's a war flag. If you oppose and you're against war, why are you pledging allegiance to a war flag? Most of you have the slave mentality and you brought that with you. And it's safe to say it's in your DNA. You know, it's been happening for hundreds of years. So most of you don't have no Nat Turner in you. Most of you don't have no Giddy Up, no Malcolm X in you. You slap me, I'm going to slap you back. All right. Yet most of you don't. But that's not to justify and to give you guys some cushion. You know, that's not, you know, that. In other words, that's not for you guys to pluck on that guitar string. All right. You have to snap out of it. And again, this is why this is basic convo. You know, we can ask some questions. I feel like blacks and whites, this is something we have to talk about and discuss, because most whites, they just as blind as the carbonated being. They don't know that they're being indoctrinated to act superior, you know, to come off as dominant. You're not. Even scientists teach that, all right? Dominant don't have anything to do with being superior. It's just the facts. It's just the fact of the matter that we are a dominant race. And like I say, you know, or maybe I'm saying a lot, you know, and that's where you guys come in. And that's the whole reason for this basic convo. Meaning, if I'm the dominant gene, if I have sex with your white girlfriend, your wife, sister, your niece, your auntie, anything that's white, that baby is going to come out carbonated. Black, all right, because I'm dominant, all right. Same thing with the Asian. If I mate with anything, all right, and it conceives a child, it will come out mean, black, all right. Bottom line. So they tell you who I am, and most of us don't know who we are, all right. Most of us don't even have the basic intelligence because we sleep, we dumb down, we've been poisoned mentally, and we don't even know from whence we came, all right. A lot of us still walking around with Italian names. I mean, or white names, such as myself. I even have a white name that I would soon have to go and get changed. I mean, I have an Italian name, for crying out loud. Do I look fucking Italian to you? No. So what's wrong with that picture? And whites, you know, oh man, what? I even had a white gentleman tell me, oh, that was a long time ago. You know, why you bringing that? That was a long time ago. It's not like that now. Long time ago. Wait, back up. 9/11 just happened, what? 17 years ago? For me, it was just like yesterday, okay? 9/11 happened. Each year, 9/11, what you call it? Look, I'm lost for words. Every time that fucking memorial come around with 9/11, all right? 9/11, a day to remember. We supposed to remember 9/11 and not remember that y'all doggone set us back from stealing our names, our heritage, our culture, from lying to us, dumbing us down, giving us disease, all right? Putting it on, you know what I mean? Promoting that we the bad guy, we the enemy, we go around, we the criminals. All right, from birth of a nation, y'all been teaching that we doggone, we rapists, that we hurt people, that we're ignorant, we can't learn. But don't nobody see anything wrong. But we just supposed to wake up every day, play along, everything can be fine. If I get a lot of money, that should drown out my happiness. No, it's not. That's not going to satisfy anything. It's a temporary patch. I have money, all right? I have a home. I have this. I have everything I need. And a lot of what I want. At the end of the day, when I have to walk around knowing what I know, something is not right. So guess what? I'm here for a bigger cause. And this is me having basic conversation with you guys to let you know that, look, you won't ever be happy the way you think you'll be happy. A lot of y'all waiting on Jesus to come back and to save you. So in other words, y'all ain't gonna do shit. That's what church taught you, okay? Obey the master, turn the other cheek, and one day salvation will come. Now, any dude, especially y'all Negroes who be saying y'all got game that's from the hood, if you got game, then you'll know that them fools just told your ass to do nothing. Obey the master, turn the other cheek, and one day salvation will come. So your ass sitting back waiting on somebody to come out of the sky. Meanwhile, you living in hell. All right? You waiting to die to have something damn good. All right? And that's not to piss on any of y'all. It's just the truth of the matter. All right? And like I say, we got to open up and create some type of dialogue, because a lot of y'all, I don't know what the hell y'all call woke. A lot of y'all go and get that little punk ass diploma. I shouldn't even go there. A lot of y'all got diplomas, got degrees, this, that, and the third, and still out here suffering and struggling like a motherfucker. I'm talking about, like, what's wrong with that picture? In debt, student loans, bank loans. Y'all honestly don't know how to play the damn game. I'm a high school dropout. I never made it past 9th grade. Never made it past 9th grade. All right? Now, I will add that I did go back and I obtained an equivalency by choice. All right? Take an equivalency. All right? I take a trade. All right? You know what I mean? Now work for me. All right? Am I a multi-millionaire? Nah. Do I have the potential to become a multi-millionaire? Yeah. Do I believe in more money, more problems? Yeah. But like I say, that's personal. We're not going to get into all of that. I just wanted to, again, this is basic talk to spark that interest and to get the convo going. This is something we have to talk about. We are in the 21st century, and I want to tell you some more truth. A lot of us are not going to make it. A lot of ignorant whites, y'all are privileged, and like I say, y'all reap a lot of benefits of what y'all ancestors done. Meaning, you know, a lot of y'all still got old slave money. All right? So look who made y'all rich. Us. A lot of y'all doggone walking around with black people organs in your body. With black people blood. All right? From a donor. All right? Y'all know who we are. A lot of us don't know who we are. And we suffer from that. All right? It was a point in time where we say, you know what? If we could read. Only if we can educate ourselves. All right? And I don't even want to use the word educate. You know, education in this country is indoctrination. So that's why a lot of y'all who got that little status, oh, I got a degree. Oh, I'm important. I can talk like the Europeans. All right? I can use fancy words. Y'all struggling too. A lot of y'all not even happy. All right? So we got to get back to the real fight. All right? We sit back and do nothing. It's a vicious cycle. It's going to happen to our children. Bottom line, most of y'all may come back reincarnating, you know, because it's heaven on earth for the whites. The longer they can keep your ass here and, you know, you get kept back, it's going to be heaven on earth for them. They already walking around doing what they want. A lot of privileges and a lot of God-given rights, they exercising. The ignorant, carbonated being, they don't know any better. They waiting on somebody to come save them. I know plenty of people who sit back and they go to that doggone, that institution that we call a church every week, even give money. But they can't tell you nothing about the Most High. They can't tell you how the Most High work. They still waiting on somebody to come out of the sky and save them. And those people going to trick the hell out of y'all. They got a plan for that. They got a plan for that. And a lot of y'all going to fall victim. All right. Y'all going to be deceived again. And this is how the game go. You know, lie, steal, cheat. Lie, steal, cheat. Lie, steal, cheat. And a lot of us as carbonated beings haven't caught on. Like I say, I can sit here for a whole day and sit back and just talk about the differences. You know, and like I say, you're going to always have the whites. I'm a spiritual person. You know, I don't see color. Damn it, if you don't see that I'm darker than you, you already telling me you don't acknowledge me, fool. If you white and I'm this damn color and you say you don't see my color, you just told me you don't acknowledge me. Because I'm not white. I'm carbonated. This is how I get my color. So if for whatever reason you don't acknowledge it, my woolly hair, where's my hair? It's okay, I got it wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? It's on my face. All right? If you don't acknowledge that, you don't acknowledge me. We in the physical realm. Why wouldn't you? If you sitting here and your ass is 400-500 pounds, I'm not finna sit here and tell you I don't see that you overweight. All right? Some people say fat. You are overweight. You are fat. Now, what you need to do about it, we can work on it. All right? But you're not normal size. All right? Now, that's some truth for you, and everybody not cut out for truth. So this is why, again, this is basic convo. All right? This is basic black and white conversation. All right? So again, like I say, anyone who want to contest it, you know, not argue, you know, but like I say, anybody want to, you know, again, you know, highlight some of what's going on, like I said, in this doggy dog world. I mean, and for a lot of whites who never understood why, you know, most blacks would say blue-eyed devil, because, you know, we know your past, we know what happened. You know, a lot of whites sit back and say, you know what, especially back in the day, that they didn't like us and that we weren't humans. Why the hell were they raping our women? Why was the nanny or the house Negro breastfeeding y'all children and caretaking for y'all children? Huh? Why? You have to, if you're looking for the answer, you have to ask the question. You got a black nanny, but y'all don't like us. Most of y'all own tanning beds or sit in the